All right, here with head coach Steve Gaudreau following the Hawks' 9-4 win against St. Rose. First of all, congratulations on clinching your second straight NE10 championship berth. Just kind of talk about what that means with, we've documented the kind of ups and downs, but to win 3 of your last 5 and get in here has got to be satisfying.
Yeah, it's certainly a huge achievement for us, and every year we look to get in the postseason, and you get there. Once you get in the postseason, it's, all bets are off, and, you figure out your matchups and you go from there. So for us, it's certainly been an up and down year, but our goal at the beginning of the year was to play our best lacrosse at the end, and it certainly did. We were down to the wire, and we didn't really give ourselves much wiggle room, but in the end, especially today, our seniors certainly stepped up and we got the win.
Do you think any of that had anything to do with last year? I'd commented earlier that this game reminded me of a last year. Do you think those guys that are left over kind of pulled together and got this done?
Yeah, I think and that's the thing. I think we're playing a lot better, than we have. We're moving forward, we're gaining momentum, and I think that definitely was in their mind, certainly.
And talk a little bit about Jonathon O'Reilly. 16 saves today, 4 short of his career high. Kind of again looked like the Jo from the first 9 games of last year.
Yeah, he's when Jo's on and when he's stopping the ball like that, it's tough for the other team. It really is, and he's been there. Jonathon O'Reilly has been there day in and day out in every single situation I could ask for with this program, and I'm certainly going to miss him, and I'm glad that it's not over.
And then lastly, Jake Mallinson kind of seemed to, you guys were down 4-1. He kind of seemed to stoke the fire there from the comeback, finished with 4 points. How big was he in that?
Yeah, Jake, quite frankly, Jake is another kid that, day in, day out, at every practice, he's working, he's pushing himself to the limit, and, wasn't necessarily playing his best lacrosse earlier in the year, but keep digging, keep fighting, and, again, when we need him, he helps secure the win.
All right, here with junior Jake Mallinson, 2 goals, 2 assists today. Obviously, first of all, congrats on clinching your second straight NE10 championship berth, and then kind of just talk about what that means. Obviously, you've had kind of a roller coaster season as a team, but in the end, you win 3 of 5 and get in.
Well, we've been playing great since at the end of the season, so we're really playing great lacrosse. We're gonna go into the playoffs, try our hardest, and see what happens.
And then talk about you were down 4-1 early, and then you kind of seemed to stoke the fire. I think you had 2 assists and then a goal in that stretch that kind of gave you guys the lead. Just talk about that. I mean, was that you kind of just enough was enough? You wanted to get back in the game, or?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't going to lose as a team today, so we just came out and we played our hardest. We kept going. Jo made some good saves. Everyone played great offense and great defense.
All right, here with senior goalkeeper Jonathon O'Reilly. Obviously getting in. Ups and downs this year, but in the end, you got into the playoffs. That's got to be, your number 1 goal. First off, just talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really started the season off slow, but lately we've really been picking up the energy. Really had some underclassmen step up, and now we got a playoff berth.
Talk about, today maybe being extra special, senior day for you, and then obviously the win that gets you in. Just, kind of didn't want to end the season today, or
right.
Your career rather.
Right. I mean, Coach said that he'll take the seniors on senior day any day, and I set that as a personal challenge to me. And we went out there, and we were down 4-1, and I was like, enough's enough. I can't have this anymore. We're going, and just shut the door from there.
16 saves, 4 shy of your career high. Looks like you did it. And then lastly, I'd said to Coach just a few minutes ago, today kind of felt like for you and for the team kind of shades of your first 9 games last year. Did you think kind of, you and then just the guys that were in that last year kind of, like you said, enough is enough? And
yeah, I mean, like the 9 games last year, you really can't compare this year and last year. 2 totally different teams, 2 totally different aspects that we're strong and weak in. But overall, we were just like, enough's enough, and let's go.